say anything, please, to Dr. Harbeen. We have 15 minutes. And we want to start the last 5 minutes. We have something prepared. So, shoot.
Just to take action, as you said, step by step.
Yes.
We need life, and life is what we got. We hope healthy and long.
Yeah.
We wish you same, that you have a long, healthy, many accomplishments in your life. We wish you the best.
I honor.
I don't know, I was in India a long time ago, but how is leadership now in India as a woman?
You know, and I think it's in Judaism as well. In India, it's when we talk of Shakti Bandhan, you know that command. So Shakti is the feminine manifestation of the divine. So I don't know if you've been to India to the temples. You will find the figure of a goddess, and the goddess is the ultimate mother, but she's also the ultimate warrior. Nobody fights better than her. So even if the men who go to the border, the military, before going back to the border, soldiers will come and pray for blessings in the temple of the mother to ask for courage, to ask for heroism, to ask for valor, to ask for all those things that only she gives. So in India we have a very, conception of the divine where the gender parity is right there. So you have the divine which is half masculine and half feminine. The Shiva and the Shakti. You know, it's there. So yes, sometimes men forget in their homes. So that's why, because the ultimate feminine is the mother, she's the highest expression. You'll see in Indian culture a lot of respect for the mother, but that's in many cultures as well. Maybe not so much for the wife, right? That's also there universally. So I think the challenge is, and I think it's a bit easier in India to do, because I need to just remind them, this is the culture where we come from, right? And it's out there, the signs are out there, so I can actually hold people accountable and say, look, you are there worshipping the figure of the female in the temple, but you don't bring so much respect when you come home. So why this dichotomy? You can have a conversation. In India, we have twice a year, nine days of festivals. So 9 days in the spring and 9 days in the fall. We call them the 9 nights. We worship the feminine. It's called Navaratri. So 9 nights of worshipping different 9 aspects of the feminine, and 9 is the completion. This full circle. So the different aspects of the full circle, which is the universe. And so you have girls who are 5 years or 6 years, pre-menstruating girls, who you will call in your house, and you will wash their feet and you will feed them, and they are like the embodiments of the goddess. Yeah? Men will do that, boys will do that. So, and then we started Shakti Bandhan. It's actually inspired from a festival we used to honor the brothers, and we said, make it parity. We honor the sisters as well. So there is a basis of the culture on which these conversations are possible. Then of course we've had many female leaders and role models even in present times, after independence I'm talking about, but during the independence as well. But you know, the most famous is Indira Gandhi, you know, who is still, I grew up watching Indira Gandhi. So for me, the Prime Minister was female. Because for the longest time, I saw a female Prime Minister. The leader of the opposition, who was a speaker at that time, Sushma Swaraj, was a female. And the most, both these women are no longer, but they had a very profound impact on me. And then of course my mother, and my father, as I said, my grandmother. There are women around all of us who are these stellar role models, the unsung heroes. And when people ask me, who's your role model? I always say, every woman. I'm sitting here in the spotlight and I get a lot of love, but I know I hold this love in debt for those women who are the unsung heroes, and I need to go and give this love back out and redistribute it to them, because it belongs to each one of us. That struggling woman who is trying so hard every day to keep her family together. There is no family without a woman. You take the woman out of the family, there is no family. She's the one, the gravity, the central force who pulls it all together, who keeps it all together. You know? Honoring that woman, that she is bruised every day, she's literally beaten every day, and she gets up every day and she tries hard again and she tries to do better and she tries to find peace and she tries to find the silver lining. I mean, she's my role model. That struggle is what I honor. She's struggling honestly, sincerely to make it a better place. Not for anything but for the sake of love. And sometimes she forgets herself. And we call it her folly, but is it? I don't know. Because it's in the service of love. But we just need to remind her to love herself as much as she loves others. I think that's the only mistake we make, is we forget to love ourselves. We forget to honor ourselves. We almost hate ourselves. You know, like, oh, you know, I don't exist. Well, even women who are like editors-in-chief, ministers, whenever I want to give them an award, and they're like, why me? Why me? And if I give that to a man, well, okay, yeah, I'll be there, tough time, you know. You know, we need to get our swag too in a good way. Yeah? To love ourselves, to honor ourselves, please. Sorry, I just went on.
I'm very happy to be surrounded